And they can hear you on the live, so you know.
Welcome to the Men of the Metaverse podcast. This is a channel where we discuss hot topics in our community. Our focus is to be a positive channel on YouTube and share our perspectives on fundamental issues. Make sure you tune in every week for new videos and join the conversation. Please hit the thumbs up button and subscribe. And now, here are your hosts, Brandon and Lewis.
What is going on? We are back, guys. We're trying to, revamp the show a little bit, give y'all a little bit of, pizzazz. Lewis, how you doing today?
Hold on. No, fuck. No. Now, don't call me pizzazz. I ain't.
No, we're trying to jazz it up. Okay. We're not doing that. Thank you, brother consumer. I'm a little thrown off today. Like I say, we've having some technical difficulties and stuff behind the scenes, but the devil is busy. You believe that, Lewis?
I had a black woman on my back and stomach today. She ain't Nicole. It was a choir practice cracking me up.
I got you. Do you feel better though?
Fuck no, man. This is a long journey. Oh damn, I'm a curse. I'm gonna mess up the whole thing.
That's okay.
It's gonna get there. Shit, you know what?
I got you.
Then a motherfucker though.
That's an interesting hat you got on, Lewis.
Well, you said you want to do a topic about Miss Sexyy Red.
You talking about the greatest rapper alive?
You're right. She a porn star. She a singer. Black artist.
Right.
A professional hood.
A mom. She's a mom too. So
a mom. A baby mama. She love one nigga but still fucking other niggas at the same time. Per her words.
Correct. But did you see what she said on the podcast? I downloaded the clip, so I figured I'd let the audience see it so we can kind of, have somewhere to start as far as Sexyy Red. And this is fair.
We got a few other Sexyy Reds. I think, did we find some?
Wait. The big red dog.
That's Clifford right there. He won. Trump, too, a Sexyy Red people talk about.
I'm dead.
Right on, they talk about him.
You trying to call them Sexyy Reds?
I'm just saying. Hey, do you think more people are going to support Trump now in the hood or no?
Yeah, they support him in the hood. Because at first, I don't think people was fucking with him like they thought he was racist, saying little shit and, against women. But once he started getting black people out of jail and giving people their free money, oh, baby, we love Trump. We need him back in office.
Yeah, a little bit of free money goes a long way.
We need him back. Because, baby, them checks. Yeah. Oh, yes, them stimulus checks, Trump, we miss you.
That's like Whoa Vicky. She's always talking about Trump. You see her ever?
I like Trump. No, I ain't never seen Whoa Vicky.
She's funny.
I love Trump, though. He funny to me. Like, I used to watch his not interviews, like him talking to people. He used to be calling people fat.
Yeah.
He bold.
Wow.
He funny. Like,
I don't know what happened, but I was trying to make it where we could be on the screen too, but for some reason we just having one of those days where it's just technical difficulty.
That's good enough. I don't want them to, they go flag.
They're gonna try to hit us. We're gonna try to hit us.
All right, so Brandon told me today that let's do a video talk about this young lady right here, and we got to do it very, very quick. Okay. Now, she said people think Trump is racist. Guess what, Brandon?
What?
He is racist. All right.
You serious?
But ain't nothing wrong with that because we all got it.
Right. We all do.
Now, I mean,
we all
racist,
have a we all. Okay. Fair enough.
I can be prejudiced and I can be biased. I can't be racist yet.
Right.
But we all racist. But the same person she called racist is the same person who gave what's the man name? The civil rights leader.
Who? Which one?
But they used to have the afro be rhyming all the time.
Oh, not Jesse Jackson.
Jesse Jackson.
Jesse Jackson.
No black person would give Jesse Jackson no money in the 80s.
Yeah,
they
right.
Guess who gave him money to run for president, Brandon?
Trump.
Donald Trump.
Correct.
And all these, well, Donald Trump did loan money out to black people. I know, but hey, it's a deal. But Brandon said that we need to do a presentation on why Sexyy Red may like Donald Trump. And guys, on this picture, Brandon, what do that top thing says?
Tax cuts and job act.
All right. Donald Trump in 2007, his administration, or you could say the House and the Senate, passed a Tax Cut and Jobs Act. Now, my opinion, this act is a bait and switch and the real thing at the same time. It's a bait and switch for people like me and Brandon because our tax rates is going to go back to the previous tax rates in a few years from now.
Yeah.
But if you are a business owner, he just locked in a lower tax rate for you, Brandon.
Yeah.
Now, if you look on the screen, this is the percentage of tax rate. I don't want to say this, but
yeah, break it down because I'm a little confused because this is my first time looking at this and I'm trying to break it down.
Oh Lord.
Break it down for us. Break it down for us.
This is a diagram of the tax rate. So American taxes works by like on a scale. Okay. So let's say for your first $900.
Oh, okay, I see. Okay.
$9,000, you get taxed at 10%. Yeah. Then for your second, from $9,000 to $38,000, you get taxed at 15%.
Okay.
Unfortunately, a lot of black people is at that 15% tax bracket.
Yeah, for the most part. Yeah.
But with Donald Trump tax bracket is at 12%, Brandon.
Right.
What's the difference between 15 and 12?
3%.
That's 3%.
Yeah. That's good too.
Donald Trump gave you a 3% raise and you didn't know about it.
Right.
So I wish more black people would understand this, but these rates will adjust in a few years because that's the bait and switch about it.
Right. But when candidates are running, do they necessarily talk about this kind of stuff? Do they have it on a board? Do they have a breakdown like this? No, they just tell us a bunch of stuff that they want to hear. They placate to us, or either they make us feel like you're not black if you're not voting for me.
No, Brandon, they tell you this, but like you said, you ain't never seen this before. So
where would they tell us? But that's what I'm saying. With the average person that's working most of the time, he's probably working 8 to 10 to 12 hours a day. Then he comes home to sleep. So when does he have time to try to follow up what's going on and check out social media and try to see some YouTube videos of his own? When does the average person really have time to break down the numbers?
They don't. That's why you in the 15% tax bracket rate. You know, all the thing you do
is working.
I ain't making fun of nobody. 'Cause I done it. Lifting those boxes. Swiping those. Here's your change, ma'am.
Right. You know? Correct. And we've all been there, and it is no shame. But like, you don't want to stay at the same point forever. As you get older, you want to rise and take on management positions, and
Here's the thing about America. America runs on cash. So if you want a better life in America, you have to increase your cash. Okay. Bottom line.
Fair enough.
So he gave everybody a percentage raise, but like I said before, it will go back to its old rate. Also, he increased the standard deduction. Most people use standard deductions. Brady, you know what standard deductions is?
Not necessarily. Go ahead, break it down for me.
On your taxes, you get two options. You can automatize, that you could keep every receipt you have for a whole year,
right,
and take a deduction off of that, or you could take a standard deduction. Most people don't have enough items to itemize to beat the standard deduction.
Right.
So they just take the standard deduction. Right. Like I do.
That's what I'm going to say. Is that why you say, like, keep up with your expenses, your gas, your mileage, what you was telling me, so I can have an itemized list of things to try to deduct at the end of the year to give to my CPA so they can try to make it, I'm getting more money back. Go ahead.
All right, Brandon, you're a little different. You black people like to say they're entrepreneurs, right?
That's true. Or bosses. I'm a boss, so.
All right, damn. Hold on. Wait, hold on. Black people like to say they entrepreneurs. So as an entrepreneur, you can deduct your business expenses, and I don't care if you itemize or not. So they incentivize you to have a business.
Right.
So here's the key, people. You can have a regular 9-to-5 job, a W-2 job. You can start a business, keep all your records, lose money. I'm not telling you to do this, but lose money, and that loss for legitimate business can offset your taxes on your regular job.
You're right. But
And
do
you
what?
don't
Okay.
need to itemize to do that because that's a business.
But let me ask you this, because sometimes people are skeptical of hearing things like that. They feel like maybe I'm trying to scam the government. I'm trying to misrepresent funds. This is 100% legal with what you're saying. The government wants you to do this.
Brandon, I said start a business and have legitimate, watch my words, legitimate business expenses.
Right, correct.
So you could take legitimate business expenses any way you want to. All right. As long as you got the documentation in case you get audited.
Right.
And that can offset your regular earned income. You can make money disappear off your earned income.
Okay.
Donald Trump said Hillary Clinton paid millions of dollars in taxes. I paid $250 in taxes.
Right.
All right, here's another thing why Sexyy Red like Donald Trump. In that tax law, business owners that's profitable, they could get a 20% deduction on their income. So say your business before Donald Trump, say your business made $100,000. You would get taxed on that $100,000, which is probably about 25%.
Okay.
Okay, excuse me, I'm lying. Probably about 30, because probably about 30%.
Right.
But under the new law, 20%, they don't even look at it. So you only get taxed on that $80,000.
Okay.
So you saving some money right there.
Right.
Put up Mr. Butterworth.
I was about to, yeah. Most people, business owners that are sole proprietors, will be able to do more deductions off their own. It's how you use it and cheat the system. And I think that's one of the things that Donald Trump kind of does. If you know the system, you've been in the game long enough, you know the loopholes, you can beat the system, you can cheat the system. What do you feel about that?
You're right. Now, you do. Well,
Go ahead.
I won't say most business owners are, they sole proprietorship. They are sole LLC. So, see, you got two things. You got sole proprietorships. That means I side hustle and everything goes in my name. So if the business mess up, everything is against me.
Okay.
Now,
I was going to say, do you, I guess you, do you think people should do that, or you should have your business in another entity? You know what I'm saying?
It varies. You mean it's
because, like I say, something happens. Okay, so it's not necessarily you should go one way or the other, but well, go ahead.
Starting an LLC, despite what they say on the internet, it does cost money. And if you do it right, you're still supposed to file that LLC if you made money and don't make money.
I got you.
So people don't want to pay the extra $40 at HES Block to file an LLC. All right.
LLC will be charged extra money if you have that title. Best to have employees if you have LLC.
Yes, it's LLC is exactly what it stands for, limited liability company. So if something happens, they only can sue what's in the company assets. A sole proprietorship, which anybody can start. You don't need no business license. What? Anybody can start. If your company mess up as a sole proprietorship, a person can directly sue you and go off all the assets you own.
That's what I was saying. So which one do you think would be better for you to set up to protect yourself?
It varies, Brandon.
Okay. Well, that's an answer too, though.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to say, because you do want to.
YouTubers, for the most part, I can do sole proprietorship. Who gonna sue me? Well, besides you telling lies,
right?
Who's gonna sue me on the internet?
You're right.
Or talk about sports?
It's not gonna happen.
So I can run everything in my name. The business be in my name. And I can do it that way. Now imagine if I had a home repair service. I come in there. I left some wires loose at the house catch on fire.
Correct. Now
Now, if they want to sue me, I want them to sue this bank account with $500.
Correct. Right.
Instead of suing me.
Right, and taking all you have and your future earnings.
So if Sexyy Red has a business, she gets good tax bonuses, tax incentives with Donald Trump. All right. Another thing with Donald Trump helps black people because his immigration laws was tighter. So if you came over here illegally with a baby at that border, they would separate y'all too.
Right.
Which I think we need to bring back. It may sound unchristian like, don't it?
Right, it does. And we need to have a better handle on it. But like you say, these people are coming over. This is a crime. They're committing a crime in a way. Like, I don't want to see families split up, but we can't just have people coming over the border just in hundreds of thousands of people, and then the black people get pushed to the side and we get replaced. I don't want us to get replaced.
That is correct. The immigration, it was slightly, you could say a diet. Like, check this photo out. You see this 2009, these were people, kids that's coming across. In 2009, Donald Trump was president. By 2021, the whole thing exploded.
Correct. And that's a big difference. I mean, it's not a big difference, but it's a big difference. Like, we had about 12,000. Shoot, we headed to 20,000. So when we were actually tipping down, we were, you know, if this is, like I say, if this is accurate, we was heading down where we had it kind of under control.
Also, under the Trump the Trump organization, ICE increased their arrest rates by 40%, Brandon.
What are they now?
Who was they arrested, Brandon? Now,
Not me.
All my sources is right here, so you click hard enough to zoom it, you can find it. who are they arresting, Brandon? ICE.
Not people like me and you. They're looking for illegal immigrants, people who are in the country working and not even supposed to be here.
False.
Who are they looking for?
They're
Please
looking
tell.
for the illegal immigrants that's criminals.
Oh,
Homicides, assault,
Really?
drug
Okay.
dealing. See, those different type of stuff. We don't need those people in the country.
We don't. No, we don't. So you think that was a priority, or that was just solely what they were looking for, in your opinion?
Well, you could tell what you want to focus on. Do you want to focus on the guy selling bananas by the set edge
No.
at the edge of the road?
No.
Or
No, that's and
moving weight.
right. And you know, police officers, even ICE, they like the big score. They want to bring down somebody that's really a issue, really a criminal, like a hardcore criminal doing crime. So
Yeah.
you don't want to rough up nobody selling no fruit at the side of the road.
When Trump was a president, it was illegal to come in the country. Now, Brandon, if you break federal law, they'll call you a what?
Well, a felon.
A felon. All right. We got thousands of people committing felonies every day.
Right.
Now, what's the difference between if a black man commit a felony and a person a person at the border do the same thing? Who gonna get what's the difference is?
It's nothing. Both of us are we're doing it for a better life, right? They're coming
Bullshit, Brandon. The difference is a black man get a felony, your whole life is an obstacle now.
Okay. That's true. That is true.
You can't get no apartment. You can't go to school. 50% of the jobs ain't gonna hire you.
It's more than that.
Okay. 75% of the jobs ain't gonna hire you.
Right.
You got to check in all the time. When you're on probation, see, they want you. See, when they say you're free, they still want that probation because you gonna pay some money checking in. You know, they want you checking in. That's how black people handle felonies. Now you got thousands of people coming in committing felonies. They gonna get mortgage applications, job applications.
And before that, they're going to get an identification. They're going to get ID cards and all that kind of stuff. Why?
Maybe.
Okay.
Maybe. You know.
Do you think they deserve that?
No.
So why is that taking place?
Because it's the operation. You see this young pretty lady on the screen? They want to get rid of her and place her with a Latino.
Right, with Cardi B. I got you.
Yeah, they don't want her on there.
Fair enough.
All right, what else we got? And here's the thing why Sexyy Red likes Donald Trump. Lil Wayne. What happened to Lil Wayne, Brandon?
He had a pistol charge.
He got caught with no pistols. And this was number what? Huh?
We talking about charge-wise for Lil Wayne?
Number what for the pistols?
I don't know.
Number two?
Was it his second? Wow.
Yeah. And
When was his first one when he was a child? You're not talking about that one, right?
His
He had
first
another
one, he served jail time in New York.
I thought that was for the pistol. It was so it's 2 pistol cases he had?
No, the first pistol, he served like 2 to 3 years in jail.
Okay.
This pistol charge, he got out on bond, but he wasn't gonna turn to TI. He wasn't gonna turn to
I got you. No, he wasn't about to do that.
He was gonna go to jail because the security guard flipped on him, talking about he had a gold AK-47 and shit like that.
Right.
He was going to jail. And guess who saved him?
Trump.
Donald Trump said, drop the charges. Drop. You got the Haitian. Is this Haitian guy? Is he Haitian?
He probably is. We have a little bit in his blood, maybe.
You got
Haitian.
Haitian.
He's from Florida.
You got the Haitian guy.
Kodak Black.
He was in jail. Donald Trump freed him. And we got the bootlicker. one of the top 50 rappers of all time. And Lil Wayne's one of the top 50 rappers of all time. The bootlicker. I call him bootlicker. He bootlicking on this photo. He was crying over Donald Trump.
He was.
Crying
was it medication that had him doing all this? Is that just Kanye?
No, I think Kanye ain't on medication. Like I said in one of our previous, if he was on medication, he'd been blew his brains out. He ain't on no medication. He ain't on nothing.
That's a funny photo.
That's what he on. What's that? Luger or Grandiness? No, Luger or Grander?
Delusions of grandeur. Is that what it is?
That's what he on right there. And all the black women on the same thing too.
No, allegedly, he's joking. He is joking. But some people are living in a fantasy world for sure. It's okay to have self-esteem, but my goodness, like you gotta come down to earth too.
Talk about, you can't take my butt. I'm a god. I'm a god too. I'm God's son, so he made me a god too.
Correct.
Now, Brandon, did you have a video on this?
Yes. No, well, not on my StreamYard.
Did you have a better picture than this?
Yes. I did some research.
Okay, tell me about it.
It wasn't like the lyrics. Let's just say that.
What you mean it wasn't like the lyrics?
Well, it's just like Sukihana is. Like, I guess these women, they're rapping all this explicit stuff, and they sound like experts. Same with Lil Baby. He's a killer on the record. Then we see him at the gun range. He looks timid. He look like he don't know what he's doing. So, a lot of rappers are capping about what they doing in real life, and we can't put that on her all the way just because I don't know what this is. She might have been tired. She did a show and they just was messing around, and it is.
Brandon,
what it
okay,
is.
Hold on. She got $50,000 in her hand. You think she can't pull them strings and say I ain't giving up nothing?
She could. She could for sure. She could. I mean, but we got to remember who we're talking about though. This is Sexyy Red.
I know what we're talking about. She's big and bad. She's a man on the mic.
Yeah. In a way, yeah.
But when I saw the video, I didn't see a man at all.
No, because like I said, but that's what a lot of people do. They talk big, and when it's time to show up, hey. They tired, they lazy, they don't want it, they not really into it. It's mid. So now I think a lot of people feelings was hurt. Like I think they really was kind of looking up to her like she's a porn star, I guess, but it's a regular person. Like Brother Word said, most rap is cap.
Brandon, can I say something? I don't know this too. Brandon, you ever use spit as lubrication before?
No,
Okay, I haven't either. You remember I said it's like a class system in the world?
Yeah.
Now, Mr. Brother Works, the consumer, please God, have you ever used spit as lubrication? Write that in the chat. Now, here's the thing: if you what causes a lack of lubrication, Brandon?
Whack P word. We'll just say that. If
she's not in, goddamn Brother Works too. Oh Lord. Okay.
If she's not feeling you or she's not feeling it, like that's just what it's gonna be. So,
Or
but he still,
time.
or it's been a long time, but he still wanted it. So he was like, well, I'm here, I'm recording. So
Now, she'll a lady of her stature to have a guy who just ate some chicken wings, some French fries. Now, remember, your mouth is the dirtiest thing in the world.
mm,
So he just put all the dirt in a special area. Should she allow a guy to do that?
yeah, because you know why she's had multiple STDs. She said, I mean, it ain't no big thing. You having unprotected sex, right? We talked about having a high body count too, right?
I think who done it, Brandon.
What,
I think it
done
was
what?
out of Little Project Pat or the Big Timers. When they say
what?
When they say KY packet ass.
You're right, and that's what I was about to say. We grew up in that era when they was talking about KY and all that kind of stuff. But
they were like, you can't use it.
well, no, they was saying like an emerge, like they'll bring it out. You know what I'm saying?
No, Brett. Nah, I thought
If you listen to Juvenile got a verse saying something like that. I'm not real. I'm gonna let you read that one.
Okay, you're right. You're right. So, thank you, Mr. Brotherworks. You're right. So she could not feel you.
Mhm.
It could be a long duration. Also, medication or hormones could be quite different.
Correct.
But I done find out for at least 5 years. I experiment with personal lubrication, Brandon, and I like it.
Okay, and there's nothing wrong with that.
No, but I don't do it at the beginning though. I don't do it at the beginning, but I like it.
Right.
I like it. I mean, one time I wore out my penis before. The walls was wore on my penis. The walls was wore out. So if I had that stuff,
Yeah.
I could.
So you saying
days.
it'll enhance? You saying it'll enhance? You could have some more fun, just if you want to spice it up.
Well, sometimes it's a tool. Sometimes you need it.
You do.
That time my walls got wore out. I didn't like that feeling. But that only happened one time in my life. I ain't never tried to do that again.
I hear you.
One time in my life. Jesus Christ. As far as I didn't have a heart attack.
But I was gonna ask you too. Do you think she put this out because of the Trump video and people not responding to it well?
Brandon,
What do you think happened?
Well, that could be one. But Brandon, look at the picture to you. Look at this picture.
Which
right
one,
here, Brandon? See this right here?
Right.
The D didn't put her to sleep. She's tired for some
Right.
reason.
She is. She's on tour.
She's tired for some reason. And she's sleep.
Right. Chicken wings will put you out. Chicken wings and beer. If you drinking that after a long day.
That's pulled pork, Brandon, right there. that is a pulled.
You're right.
Pork,
You're right. You're
all right. Don't mess around. Ate some pulled pork and let
Correct.
that pig ate something bad. Man, that drugs we always do you, man. Here's another reason why you should not eat pork.
Okay.
A pig do not sweat. Well, the Bible tells you not to eat pork.
Yeah.
But a pig do not sweat and eat anything. So anything that pig ate last, if it's nasty and you that pig,
That's
it's
true.
all coming in you. That's
I was
why,
wondering how you felt about that because I'm pretty sure you eat ribs sometimes or
I ain't
pepperoni.
pulled pork today, Brandon. Yeah, I ain't pulled pork today.
So do you believe the pig is because I was reading some stuff. I'm not sure about this, but they were saying it's something that was created, not by God. You think the pig was created by God?
Brandon, I don't want to call your question dumb.
But I mean, hey,
But
that's
ain't
something
God
that's
created every animal on the earth.
yeah. Are we able to create other stuff? Like, aren't they creating stuff in labs?
Only thing humans could do is combine stuff that's already created.
Right, and that's what I'm saying. Do you think that's something that they maybe tried to create? You think a pig? Because it's just weird how a pig does. Go ahead.
Tell me, name the animals they use to create a pig, Brandon.
I'm not sure, but that's why I'm asking you. But it's a weird animal. Like a pig will eat anything. I'm not saying any animals won't do the same thing, but a pig will just eat. It's like, it's just like it's not an animal. It's like it's a hybrid of something else. You know what I'm saying? Like,
A hippo eat anything, so is a hippo a real animal?
but we're not eating hippos though. That's what I'm saying. But why?
Yeah, because they kill us. They fight too hard. Yeah, they fight too hard.
I get what you're saying. But so do you recommend people eat pig? Because you know how that pork tastes good. I mean, pork is good.
Put Mr. Butterworth's question up. I'll tell you.
Okay. If you really think about it, the pig paw is the devil, and it destroys everything in the human. Yeah, something else I heard too.
I won't recommend people. See, I don't want to hurt nobody. I don't believe.
Well, what you mean hurt people?
No, I don't recommend hurting people. You should not eat a pig, but I eat pig.
Right.
I heard it myself.
Same with drinking. We know we shouldn't be drinking, but we drink, right?
Correct. And what Bible verse he's references is God, they chased the demon out of a person, and the demon jumped in a pig, and the pig went jumping off the edge of the damn mountain.
Okay.
And also I think the Bible says you don't supposed to eat nothing with like hooves or something with the feet, like something with the feet.
Yeah. So,
but a pig is an awful animal. I think Jewish people don't eat it. Islamic people don't eat it. Christians, they say you should stay away of it. But if all those people don't eat it, why the hell we eat it? But it's delicious.
It is. Do you still eat pork skins? That's a deep south. Well, it's not a deep south thing, but not everybody eat pork skins.
Real
still.
Pork skins or pork
yes,
rinds?
Real pork rinds or pork skins.
It's a difference, Brandon. You can't get pork skins up here.
Oh, you can.
You get pork rinds up here.
Well,
if I got my hands on some real pork skins fried up, I'll put it in my mouth.
Yeah, right.
With a little barbecue sauce on it too.
Right.
The orange kind.
Right. I got you.
We all got something we shouldn't be doing for our health. That is correct. I got a lot of them.
Yeah.
But hurting other people is not one of my mottos. I may talk a little junk on the internet, but I won't tell somebody. I won't never go to Brandon's house and Brandon, take these drugs tonight. Let's take these. I won't never do that. I won't never say go to Brandon's house, take a sip of this beer.
You sure?
I mean, put the beer in front of his face. But I won't say that.
Right.
All right. You said, did she do this for diverting?
To divert the attention from the Trump stuff.
I don't know. I think I don't know.
This was not a good take. Number one, if she's I'm pretty sure she's done something like this before, like recorded, but I just don't think this was a good move. And it sounds like she's trying to say somebody released it. She didn't release it. So.
And here's another thing that I don't like. I don't like these on women. You saw those long fingernails, Brandon? Yeah. How can she cook some biscuits with them long fingernails right there?
Well, she can, but it make it harder, And make it harder to type, text, all that kind of stuff, But
she couldn't even grab her legs in this video.
Like you said, that pulled pork sandwich had her. So.
Yeah, so but I got no biggie with my young lady right here. Everybody got opinion. Usually the more money you go get, the more you'll like tax incentives. That's all I gotta say.
Right. And is anything wrong with endorsing Trump? Like, I think they have a problem with that. Like, she didn't say she was gonna vote for him. She just said she liked some stuff about him.
You're right. I wear this hat. You're right. I wear this hat. That don't mean I like him. That don't mean I vote for him.
Right. But I think it's the media's kind of got us so gassed up about, picking a side. Like, no, you don't necessarily have to jump into voting and this whole thing. It may be rigged anyway. So, you may be standing in line doing all this stuff and they already know who they're going to decide anyway. So I'm not encouraging you to not vote just because of that. But
here's what people do too much. That you could tell they intelligent level. If they like 9 things about a person, and they don't like one, they'll throw away the whole person.
They will, yeah.
And you can't do that. Just don't like that one thing.
Right. Same with our channel. You know, some people may not like a video or a talking point that we have. They're ready to cancel us all the way, or have something negative to say about us, like we just attack women on here. And that's not what we do. We speak about a lot of different things on here, and you have the right to have your own opinion about what we say.
You know, I think a lot of people don't say that too much, Brandon. But
No, they don't. But
I told you that somebody will get broke up.
You did. Now, did he file for divorce or did she file for divorce?
I think he filed for divorce.
Like I said, we're not necessarily trying to get in his business or his personal reasons why, but that was interesting, and like I said, it came out of nowhere.
Oh, it ain't come out of nowhere. I told you that move. I told you that move was gonna do something.
Right, but that's what we were saying. We was like, do you want to go to Milwaukee? Portland is Portland still, but if you all summer you think you about to be in Miami, you looking for houses in Miami, you know, you may want to when you hear the move is going to be going to what's it called, you might feel a little different. So I don't know.
Yeah, I thought she was a divorce hill, but he divorced. I was wrong about who did what. So
right, something
going on. It was always on the rocks. A lot of times, once you go to a new place, you want a new start.
Yeah, and
he get to put all his attention on the Bucks and some of those paid women he gonna be hiring. I mean,
right,
and nothing wrong with that.
Right,
yeah,
nothing wrong with
me a couple.
And I was just gonna say, make sure he's still an active father, because just because you get a divorce, that kind of stuff does not stop. You know, you still need to contribute. You still need to be present somewhat. I mean, you know, he's a basketball player. He's gonna be traveling during the season, but
just put them girls on the Tiger Woods contract. That's all he got to do. They come in, sign this paper, and then 5 years later, that same person who signed the paper will be whining to the judge, throw that paper out.
Right.
So I can make a book.
Right.
You see how America is, man.
Yeah. So, and it'd be interesting to see how Zion does too, you know, because he had a rough summer.
I told you, Zion. This is gonna be how many years to be in the league? This fourth year? Yeah, gonna be his fourth or fifth.
Well, how many games has he played?
He's gonna play 20 games. Average 25 points in 25 minutes. Watch this. Shooting 60% for the field. He gonna get hurt going to the bench, getting a water break. Out for 60-something games.
Correct.
There you go.
Did you see where, I know we're about to wrap up in a minute, but did you see where LeBron said, look, the Lakers, this AD's team. Anthony Davis, this is his team. I'm giving him the keys.
What else are you supposed to say, Brandon? You're supposed to hype your man up. Is that song? Have you mess it up? Have you mess it up? What's that song? That's the song, Have You Mess It Up, ain't it?
Okay, so is that what he doing?
Hell yeah. How the hell is his team? He can't even play 30 games.
Right. So what percent of games you think Anthony Davis gonna play this season?
45. And boy,
that's a damn shame. That's a shame.
If it's 45 on the back end, they winning the championship.
So you need to go down early and come back.
You need to go down early because that man is 50-50. One game, 40 points.
Right.
20 rebounds. The next game, 15 points, 8 rebounds. Then the next game, 40 points, 20 rebounds. Then the next game, 12 points.
Right. And we said the same thing about Tatum. Like, he's a great player, has a huge upside, but next game he's awful. It's like he don't want to play, and you can't win like that, especially in the playoffs.
Will LeBron James retire? Stephen Curry, he already 50-50. But it's no more superstars in the league, despite what they say.
Okay.
Very few players
like LeBron status superstar.
No, who say I could put 30 points every single game.
Oh, okay.
I don't care. Ain't no downs. It's gonna be 30 points.
Right. Ja could do it. It's not gonna be pretty. You don't think he could do?
He could be in that strip club with the He can't do it.
Okay, so he may not, but I guess
Can't do it. He's out for 25 games, so that
Right.
proves he can't do it.
you're right. So, but I don't
Hey,
think
somebody
people
else.
think about that. I don't even think people think about that because we get caught up. James Harden he's not gonna do it. He's done.
40 points one game. Next game, 8 points.
Right. Kawhi Leonard not gonna be able to do
Kawhi
it.
Leonard can't even get in the game. Joel Embiid,
Right.
30 points, 15 boards. Atomic 8 the next game. He can't play.
Right.
Stephon Curry, great player. Dropped 40, then 25, then 30, then 22. Man, we need,
Right.
we
Right,
need
right.
35 points
Right.
every game. You see
But
what I'm
I just
saying?
like Kobe or Iverson and LeBron, like you just don't have, or Dwayne Wade too. We talked about Dwayne
Yeah.
Wade and what kind of player he was. Like that style of player is just not there no more because people aren't as tough as they were old in that older class, like the 90s, the 2000s. Even Vince Carter. Vince Carter might have been in his prime, being able to give you 25 when he
Every
wanted to.
game.
Yeah. Tracy McGrady, same way, but
Every game.
we don't have those type of players. I'm trying to think of anybody.
We do have those type of players. I didn't want to name them.
Who are?
Joker could be one.
Yeah, but
he could
do
stay
you
in-
want to see? Yeah. I mean,
He
he
could stay
could.
at 25, then he'll give you more.
Yeah.
Murray in the playoffs,
Mhm.
he'll stay at 25, then he'll give you more.
Yeah, but is Joker a superstar? Like, I don't even count those two as superstars. Those are great players, though. But somebody that can score and is like you want to see. Are you trying to go see
No.
Jamal Murray? You want to get a Jamal Murray jersey
Joker-
outside of
It's not the best player in the NBA. Luka is not the best player in the NBA. We
No.
you figure out somehow these white boys can play offense, but they
Right.
can't play no defense. What's going on?
Do you need to play defense though in the NBA?
In the finals, you do.
Okay, but can your team? It's like they don't even worry about that so much. They worry about the offensive side somewhat. Like nobody can guard like they used to be able to guard too, and
the
it's no
Nuggets-
hand checking, huh?
The Nuggets can play defense.
They
It's
can
just-
as a team,
Yeah,
you know.
it's just Joker who can't play if all his players around him.
Right, correct.
Yeah, so.
But they was talking about Dennis Rodman. You remember what kind of player Dennis Rodman was, defensive wise, and Ben Wallace, like those defensive players. You don't really see them anymore. Like,
takes heart and guts to play defense.
mm-hmm.
At one point, I used
Go
to call myself the king of defense, Brandon. You remember that?
yeah, I remember that. Yes,
Boy, that's a long time. Look at me now.
Yeah,
Look at-
no, you would D somebody up for real, and like I say, you have to use all your energy to try to make a basket on you because you act like if somebody scored, you was gonna lose your life. So they don't play
That's my
basket.
motto.
Yeah,
Don't
right.
never
I
out-
can tell. I can tell.
And I can have put me out here on a motherfucking stretcher.
You're right. But do you think? Like I say, we had the conversation. I listened to that podcast. We were talking about basketball. Bam Adebayo, he sounds like he's a tough player on paper, and when you watch him, but he's not like those players in the early 2000s, the 90s players. Like he wouldn't be able to go up against Anthony Mason or the players like right. But you remember
Anthony Mason.
or Charles Oakley and people like this. Like imagine Bam Adebayo trying to D up Charles Oakley or somebody like that. You can't do it. Or Greek Freak. What do you think Greek Freak will do? And
You can't do it.
and we're not even talking about the most dominant player because of course Shaq is the most dominant player. But just imagine Bam Adebayo or Greek Freak trying to guard Shaq.
Can't do it.
Can't do it.
You can't do it. It's just a different style of basketball. You contact created your separation. Now contact is a foul.
Yeah, you're right.
You know, that good basketball. I was watching a clip that that wonderful guy who used to play for Boston with the curly hair. And they used to
The one that
make
got
fun of him.
injured. Which
Old play. They used to make fun of him because he had never played in the game. Old curly guy, old white guy, curly hair, used to play for Boston back in the day. And they made fun of him because they were like, you should not be an NBA player. You're awful. You can't play, you can't score, you can't do this.
But he was scoring? Like what? Like around Bird's time or earlier.
Okay,
I mean,
I got it right here. Hold on.
Tired of internet trolls, he issued a challenge to his haters. Brian Scalabrine got a
oh,
lot of many saying he was more of a cheerleader than an actual NBA player. Haters would consistently tweet at him saying things like, even I could beat you. So the challenge was born. Haters could now go toe-to-toe against one of the NBA's worst players in a one-on-one pickup game. Every single person got absolutely stomped, and he reminded them by saying, quote, I may suck for an NBA player, but I don't suck compared to you. You suck compared to me. But did that stop the haters? Absolutely not. 9 years later, at the ripe age of 43, someone started to trash talk Scalabrine while he was shooting around at the gym. It was a 6'9" high school player that was willing to bet his own shoes he could beat Scalabrine in a game to 11. The final score was 11. The kid lost. The NBA pro got so tired of internet.
Now, Brandon, most people don't know how to play basketball.
Yeah.
Did you see the slight bump to create separation?
Right. Yes.
Oh, man,
and that's the thing. Like but we watch it on TV and we think we could beat these people. You cannot beat these people. Do you remember that basketball? Was it Muggsy Bogues who came to Trenton Park that time and was shooting? I know it might have been with Eric, but I wasn't sure if you was there. He was. It might have been Muggsy or a different Charlotte Hornet player that used to play, but he was old and he was hitting every shot he took. Like NBA players, whether they're playing now or retired for a little while, they still know how to play the game of basketball. If you're guarding them and you're not an NBA player, they're gonna shoot like you're not there. It's just like a wide open shot for the most part. So they know how to bump you, get the separation they need, and it's basically a wide open shot. So
he did that on every move.
Yes.
That's not a foul.
Right, exactly. Because they're professionals.
He had the bones out. Woof.
Right. You know? And he can shoot too. He was a decent player. He's not Sean Bradley, but for a white look, pull his stats up.
I don't know. I ain't looking at the stats.
So who why they couldn't take his job? He was number one. He is white. Okay, so he's gonna be in the NBA a little bit because of that. And he's in Boston. They loved him. I think he had red hair too, right?
At one point, yeah.
Yeah. But he was big. He could shoot a little bit. That's almost all you need to do. Play a tiny bit of defense.
I think he used to come in the fourth quarter when they was winning, and he'd come in and hit two shots or something. The crowd go. He was a crowd pleaser.
Yeah. That's not the only reason. That's a professional basketball player, and that's why he feel that way, huh?
Why did he kept Haslam? Why did he keep Haslam for 23 years?
Because they couldn't tell Haslam, look, you can't come to the gym no more. What else Haslam gonna do but come to the Heat game and walk around the gym? They did need Haslam, but Haslam need the Heat too.
No, he didn't need the Heat. He was paid.
He was paid, but this is my thing. Sometimes you playing this, you've been doing this so long, you don't even know what else to do outside of that.
Haslam first year out the league, and his boy come up there looking like Prince.
Ooh. Are you talking about Jimmy Butler?
Haslam is his first year out the league. Jimmy Butler come in there looking like Prince.
You're right. And you know those two did have an altercation, and they didn't necessarily like each other. And I know didn't like him either. Pat Riley not down with the blowout press. He doesn't want, because Pat Riley is old school, so he's like, look, Jimmy, this is cute, this is funny, whatever, but when it's time to play, I need you to play, and Jimmy gonna show up because that's what kind of basketball player Jimmy Butler is.
Yeah, they got luckily Dwayne Wade will retire this win because he was turned too fruity. He was getting a little fruity now. That little fruity side coming out on him now.
You're right.
Just a little bit. Not a lot. Hold on. This ain't the way I do playing.
Right. It's a little different. Right. You got a little fashion. They start doing that fashion stuff and then it start turning into something else. But
his wife influenced him too much. That's why you got wife.
You think so?
Who your wife is.
You're right.
That's a bad woman. I could cheat because I made all the money.
Right.
I could commit adultery because I was paying all the bills. Nigga, you can't tell me what to do.
Right.
But money.
But if a man said that, people would say he's wrong. But for some reason, she could say that, and it's okay.
Here's the thing: it don't matter what gender.
Mm-hmm.
All of us got bad traits.
We do.
All of us may act different once we get money.
Right. You're
No
right.
matter what gender.
You're right.
Beating on every man between 1900 and 1980, every man was whooping their wife. That's a lie, Brandon. That is a lie. Okay, watch this, Brandon. Your mama.
Mm-hmm. If I ask her, go ahead.
If your mama had a daughter,
mm-hmm.
there'll be your sister.
You're right, my sister. Mm-hmm.
How many brothers would your sister have?
2.
3.
Huh?
If your mom had a daughter,
instead of I thought you were talking about instead of one of us. Okay, I get what you're saying. Yeah, she had 3 brothers. Okay.
You think her 3 brothers gonna let a man slap the shit up out of them?
No, no, they're not. So that's what you're saying.
They had a lot of families back then.
You're right, and everybody knew everybody's business because you wasn't necessarily worrying about the world's business. You was worrying about what's going on in your own community. So if somebody was getting beat on or hit or had bruises, you would be able to tell, and you would either go check them, fix it, or do whatever. I'm not gonna say the other, but
unless you moved away from your
family. You're right.
Probably against your family stuff, but you move away. Yeah, that's gonna happen.
And that's when people really start trying to abuse you when they know you don't have a family to fall back on, or they're not checking on you, or they're not looking for you. People like to isolate you, to beat on you and abuse you. That's when that kind of stuff does happen.
Judge Mathis said his brother was gay, Brandon.
Okay.
But nobody mess with his brother because he's gay. Why?
Because it's Joe Brown. They know they're gonna have to deal with him. I mean, Judge Mathis.
They had to deal with all the brothers.
Okay, but you know what kind of person he is. So him alone is enough. But he does say he had most.
Nah, it's always a bigger person, bigger and badder than you.
You're right, but
that power comes in groups.
You're right, but I'm pretty sure that he could. Like I say, if somebody was doing something to your sister, you would. If you called me, I'd come ride with you.
You're right. And we pray to God my sister is correct.
Right, that's a good point.
And it's same with you, Brandon. Imagine
that's true.
Brandon lived in the same neighborhood. Man, somebody messed with my wife. Let's roll by him. Let's intimidate
her. And that's the thing. Like
I said, yeah, we going.
And that's the thing. Like you're supposed to protect women. We ain't gonna say black women, but you're supposed to protect women. But you can't get into a situation when you don't have all the information, or somebody's giving you false information and you mess around and overdo it, and it really wasn't that, and now somebody done got hurt and it was all over a lie.
That's why I said intimidate. But when you try to intimidate a person,
right?
If that person made a false move, we didn't came there to beat him up.
We were bluffing, and then we had to. They called a bluff.
If he made a false move, that was it. So you better back down.
Right. This is a warning. We trying to bluff, but if you do it too much, it's going left. So
we may not because we may not know all the facts, but
right. So do you give the advice that you need to get all the facts first before you jump out the window on emotions?
You're supposed to get all the facts, but Brandon, you just told me, Lewis, let's ride up there.
Yeah, I know.
I said, let's do the bluff technique, because but if you get out of line, we got something for him.
Right, but you know what? What's that guy, Travis, whatever, where they sent the girl who had a husband and was cheating with the football player, and then called her brothers over there, and they had to fight with the mom. And do you think that's what happened with that situation? Like they didn't. Go ahead.
The sister said, "Shoot this shit up."
Right. But so what should they have done? They should have maybe called the guy, tried to get more information.
They tried to talk. Ain't nobody come out there to put their hands on him.
Right, but I'm just saying they went over there with aggression, and his mom was there too. So
yeah, they went over there. They was gonna talk. It was gonna be a fight.
So do you need a courtesy call first, or just be like, "Hello, how you doing?"
Intimidation is a good war tactic, Freddie.
Right, that's what they tried. It didn't work.
Well, it didn't work. You had to fight. But no. See, intimidation is a good war tactic.
It is. But you got to be ready for return fire and stuff like that because Travis wasn't playing. And like I said, I think they pushed it.
Travis had 2. It was 2 versus 3.
Mm-hmm.
So that intimidation could work. You said all you gotta do knock one person out is a fair fight.
Right.
So, but I thought we got to gang up on them person.
Right. I got you.
I don't believe one-on-ones.
And we got to catch them off guard too. So
Nah. Catch them off guard. That means we got to hit them. So,
and I'm down with that.
yeah. But if we had to hit them, catch them off guard. Come out of Walmart, walk it out, come out the gas station. Motherfuckers pull up on
and we're just joking. We're joking. We're not recommending that anybody do this, but we're trying to brainstorm some ideas just because this stuff really does happen, and you got to be smart about it.
The goal is not to get hurt, Brandon.
Correct. Or kill.
Yeah. So we need to.
But you want to protect. You want to protect your family members. So yeah.
You guys surprise them. Not too many people come up here and fight you straight up. Hey, let's get that fight. Nah, it's gonna be a sucker punch.
Right.
Somebody gonna get hit.
You're right.
Yeah.
You're right.
Yeah, you trying to get hit. I'm going to do the hitting.
You're right. And you want to go home too and sleep good.
Yeah.
You don't want to be in the hospital.
Imagine if I had my back feel, that'd be all over my body.
For nothing.
Yeah. All right, Brad, I don't got nothing else.
Now we'll wrap it up. Thank you guys for watching this video. Make sure you check out our other videos, like, share, check. We're on Twitter and Instagram and TikTok too. So make sure you follow and comment on that stuff too. Louis, you want to say anything before we get out of here?
Now, guys, take it easy. Just because I got a Donald Trump hat meme on don't mean I support the guy.
Right.
But I do support. No, well, I'm not a pan-Africanist. I'm just a pro-black person. So
yeah. I got you. That was a good balance. I like the mix.
Yeah.
But y'all take care. Have a good one.